In this video, I'm going to go through the trades of today, which is the presidential day, and I'm going to discuss what an order block is and show you real examples so that you can use it. Let's get into it. First up, the first setup we get is this one here. So we have this retail pattern right here. I'll remove this right here. So what do we get? Okay, wait out, boom, breakout. So what does retail do here? They go short, stops above this high right there. So you can see we go up and we sweep that high and then we move. Why? Well, because then the banks have stops that they can enter off of. So that was a good entry. I didn't take it because it was presidential day. And I didn't really feel comfortable trading on a holiday. In the past, I've lost on holidays more than I lose on other days. So I just don't generally trade them. So that was the first setup. We go up, we sweep retail liquidity from their short right there. And as we do so, we get inducement, right? Now, retail are not in on this trade. Because they go, oh, breakout bullish. Yeah, we're long. And then we go down below here and we get rocket fuel and we explode out. Yeah, so that was the first entry. The second entry that we got was this one right here. So it's on the 15-minute. The draw was always down here, by the way. I'll show you why. So if you look at it at this low right here, what happens after it? Well, we get a double bottom. Retail goes long, retail goes long. So where are the stops? Well, the stops are right under this one, right? So, it doesn't matter that we get another sweep here below this one, because that's not where the stops are. Here, no. The stops are right there, okay? So we have a lot of stops down there because it's a triple bottom, basically. Yeah, so that was our draw. Let's go back to the trade. So the trade setup that we had was this one right here. We get our inducement right here on the 15-minute. So trend line, inducement right there. Yeah, see it clearly. After that, what happens? This is where I would have entered. Because we don't sweep any liquidity here, so this one here would not be valid for entry for me. So I would have kept waiting, looked for new inducement, which we get right there, right? And we get right that one there. And this sweep again, it's not valid for a entry because it doesn't take out any liquidity, this one. But then we get this one right here, right? Now we have a ton of liquidity. We have a double top. So these are retail stops being listed out right here. And yeah, we even got this one right here, trend line breakout. So we got a lot of stops right around here, right? So this would qualify as a good entry. Stop right above there. And target would have been down here. And we got that. So it's a shame I didn't trade then. I was at the gym. But yeah, that was the trades of today, pretty much. Or well, arguably, one could say that right here we could have watched, but it's not my kind of setup because we didn't really build up any liquidity before this or get any sort of inducement before the move. Now, what do I anticipate ahead of tomorrow? I anticipate that we are going to get more downside. Not a lot, but yeah, we gotta sweep again below here. Probably we are going to get a move above this high right here. and get some inducement, right? So the trade should be around, I mean, which one would I put my stop above? I mean, for safety, that one, but honestly, that it should not go above that one. There's no reason for it, but yeah, I need more liquidity to be built up here, preferably. But yeah, should not go above that high there. Target would be, well, most likely we go down there, but scale down there, half. Yeah. So now I want to discuss about a order block. So what is an order block? Well, an order block is a place where the banks have purchased. So basically they purchase, but they don't get in with all of their money because they don't have time. The move's too quick, or they simply don't have enough liquidity, you know. So this is a nice example of a order block. We get right here, we open up, this was last week's open, get a big gap down, sweep this liquidity here. A lot of people would say, oh, it's the new week gap. No, well, it is, but it's an order block as well. So you can see how it respects the middle point of this one here. But to me, it's an order block more, because that's more concrete than the new week opening gap. So we go down, we sweep this liquidity here, but then we don't have time to fill up our positions, right? The banks don't have enough liquidity, and the move is way too fast. I mean, how are they gonna fill up their entire positions right here? Obviously, they can't really, you know? So then we gotta go back down and fill it up all again. And that was precisely what we did with CPI last week. Got liquidity right there, extra sweep. But mainly we swept all of this liquidity here, this here. Yeah, all of that liquidity. But yeah, to summarize, an order block is just a place where the banks have purchased, but they still have orders resting because they didn't have time to fill up their entire positions. I'll show you a example ahead of tomorrow, which I think is relevant. I think this is a brilliant order block, and I believe that we are going down here. So what's happened here? Well, banks get a big sweep of liquidity, but move after is really rapid, so the banks don't have time to fill up their positions. And what's straight above this order block? It's a bunch of liquidity, right? So this could be an A+ setup. If we get a move into here, build up a lot of liquidity, get inducement below, sweep some sort of liquidity, then we should go back up and continue higher. So keep an eye on this order block right there. Yet again, why is this an order block? Well, we sweep all of this liquidity, but the move is very fast. So if you think about it, does the banks have time to fill up their positions right here? No, not really. So we build up liquidity above here, so that now retail has a ton of stop loss right here. So the banks will be able to fill up their positions that they have in this order block. Okay, so basically, buy orders here, retail, sell orders right here. So banks buy and retail are going to sell. I hope it's kind of clear. I'll make a more obvious video on that this next week, where I'm a bit more prepared. This was just a spontaneous recording. Have a good trading week. Good luck. Go hard.